In the last 9 months since we started posting on this YouTube channel, we've made $170,000. Our best months we did 50 grand. It was June. The first day it did like 86K, which for me at the time, life-changing. On the second day, 2.5 million, like 10 million, 16, 23, etc. Keep in mind, I started the channel like 13 days ago, so it's like 2 weeks. 500 mil, honestly, like I can probably do it with like 4 animators, 5 animators, but I'm hiring them in advance and I'm teaching them right now just to be able to hit a billy and a little bit more, maybe a 1.2 would be like when I kind of stop, you know. So 94 million now, 94 and a half. It's still getting like half a mil a day. It made us like almost $7,000 from a single shirt. So the formula for us, the way we get more than 10 million views per video is...
Well, Tim, welcome to the 1 of 10 podcast.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure being on the pod. I've been watching some of your episodes, so it's a pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.
How old are you and how much you made in the last 9 months since you started the channel?
So I'm 24 years old. In the last 9 months since we started posting on this YouTube channel, we've made $170,000, I guess. Our best months we did 50 grand. It was June, so it was quite a good month for a YouTube Shorts channel. So basically that's how the chart looks like. We started uploading somewhere right here. So as you can see, it was pretty like pretty stagnant at the beginning, first couple of weeks, but then it picked up, and like since February we were basically growing this channel. And I would divide our growth into 2 main stages. So the change happened somewhere here, and we can talk a little bit more about why we were so stagnant there and what happened when the channel basically exploded. I would like to walk people through the exact kind of transformation that I went through. But basically, yeah, answering your question, 150K from AdSense plus another like 20 grand from TikTok music deals combined. So 170 in 8-9 months of running channel.
That from exactly zero, basically. And yeah. What was the cost?
Our margin is around 60-65% right now. It varies because we're hiring rapidly right now. But yeah, 65%, I would say it's a fair number.
Yeah, and 2.4 billion views is insane. And you just hit 1 million subs. Congratulations.
Thank you for that. Yeah, we had a massive party on that too.
So yeah, I definitely want to understand like what like each plateau and what led to the next stage. So guys, you got to listen until the end to see what's up. So first, let's start from the beginning. How did you come up with this channel idea? How did you get started?
At some point, I found this guy, Zach Films, like my biggest competitor right now, and probably the monopolist of the 3D animation niche within like YouTube Shorts community, right? And I saw that the guy is making like 300K a month, something like that, getting like 3.5 billion views, and that he was the only one in a niche like making that much. So like for you guys who don't know, like 95% of the market, 95% of the views on the market belongs to this guy. So he is the monopoly. Like,
what would you say is the niche? It's like 3D animation explainers?
I call my niche like 3D documentaries, because we are more on a history side of things, and we create documentaries about war and spies, like different operations and like guns, stuff like that. He's probably on in like 3D explainer videos and entertaining videos mostly, and that's exactly like, by the way, you got me thinking, like that's exactly how I came up with the niche. So I saw this guy and I was like, okay, cool, like what kind of competitive advantage I can have within this niche if he owns like 95% of it. And for me, the cheat code life hack was niching down. So that's why we chose war documentaries and these stories about spies and stuff, because I was like, okay, cool, I can't compete on the broad market because he owns like most of it, but I can choose a very niche topic that interests the most, like the highest paying audience, which is old male like audience. And I can create videos within that niche, that very specific niche, and we can attract a lot of like, fans and stuff like that within that. And because we create all of our videos about basically the same stuff, it's way easier for us to attract, to make followers our fans, because they quickly get used to our formats, they get used to the topics, and they basically keep waiting the next video, and they expect something from it. Then I had a couple of problems that kind of came with that, because first of all, the reason why Zach is the only one doing well in this niche is because it's super expensive to run. It's very expensive to create those videos. And when you do it with shorts that pay way less than long form, it's super hard to make it profitable. Like, I didn't know anything about 3D animation at all. Like, I had no idea how those videos are done. So I had to learn how, how can you create those videos? Who can create those? Because you need like 3D animators for that. And then where do you hire them to make it even profitable for yourself? And once we cracked those three, we started growing from there.
From the beginning, like how much did it cost to invest from zero until you started seeing a blow up? Yeah,
exactly. So at the beginning, when I was searching, as I said, I posted the job on Upwork, and all of the applicants sent me their prices, and the range was from $250 to $150 per video to like $500 per video. And then at the same time, I figured out that Zach is paying like $1,000 per one short, which is obviously I couldn't, I didn't have any competitive advantage over him at that time. So I found a very good guy. I was actually I was lucky to find him at the time. I found a freelancer who agreed to charge me $150 plus the percentage from revenue that we're going to make together. So that was my way to start. And again, I didn't know anything about it back then. And with this guy, we built a channel to like 150,000 followers. And at that time, we posted our first video, and the first video got 13 views in 2 days. That's the first time I wanted to give up, because the same exact video on TikTok did like 200K views, which is not bad. But
on a brand new account.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
So, that's why I decided to keep going, because when you're starting with shorts, YouTube is pretty slow with giving new channels views, or even age channels, doesn't matter. So you probably won't get crazy results with your first 3, 4, 5 videos. But I use TikTok as a way to prove the concept. So if something goes viral on TikTok, which on TikTok, your first video can blow up, right? So we posted it on TikTok, it got 200K views, and I was like, yeah, we are onto something. Nice. There's something in this niche, and we started posting more, and our first 5 videos on TikTok did probably 2 million views combined. And I was like, yeah, cool. We're getting there. On YouTube, it was slower. So the first video, 13 views in 2 days. Then it kind of picked up, and it got stuck at 12,000 views, I guess. And then I can show you. And then all other 6 videos that we posted in a row, they also got stuck at 15K. So I was in a 15K views jail. So you can see it here, the first ever video, 13 views here, and then it kind of got stuck at 12K. And for 2 weeks, everything that we posted, and we posted video every other day. So my 3D animator could only produce 1 video for in 2 days. So that was the turnaround. So we posted 6 videos, took us 12, 13 days. All of them got stuck at 15K. And then our 7th video that we posted, which is basically this one. So
the investment at the beginning was 2-3K basically for $0 at the start.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. This is the video that got us out of this, first of all, 15K views jail, but then it also got us monetized pretty quickly. And you can see, so the first day it did 86K, which for me at the time, it was crazy, life changing, right?
Yeah.
On the second day, 2.5 million, 10 million. And it's keep in mind, I started the channel 13 days ago. So it's 2 weeks, right? 10 million, 16, 23, etc. So from there, the channel exploded. The first months, I think we did We can go.
So you were on to something. Were you alone running this or partner?
No, it was just me and this guy from India that I found, like the 3D animator. Yeah.
How much percent you gave him?
At the beginning, he had 40% from each.
Wow. Must have been happy with that deal.
Yeah, he was pretty happy, but like that's why at the beginning I told you like that was the reason why the channel was stuck, because for the first like 3 months I wasn't making money, so the business wasn't making money. So we did like 80 to 100 mil, and in views, and it's like with our RPMs it's like 6k per month. So we were making 6k per month, and we can do a quick math here. Minus like 30% withholding tax, minus like $150 per video, plus 40%, I was making like $500. So if we look at Zach the Films, like he's creating videos about like everything basically. And then I was trying to find a format or topic from within his, like from something that has proof on his channel, but something that I can kind of like use and build something more on top of that. So I was looking at his most popular videos, and I found this one about the like medieval armor against some different kinds of weapons and stuff. And I found as well like this one about the Vietnam like traps and stuff. I found another one about like this army ant and this soldier right here. So I saw the pattern within his videos that military topics work. So like I can get hundreds of millions of views within the military niche, and I can create those documentaries, and war is something that people will always do no matter what. So it's like it's the most evergreen topic after relationships, probably after maybe news, like, but it's the most like evergreen topic of all. So that's how I was like, okay, cool, let's create like war documentaries.
And that's why we built 1of10.com, a tool that helps creators like you do the same, but 100 times easier. The tool helps you find viral video ideas already working in your niche. It then analyzes the millions of outliers in the database to help you generate your titles and thumbnails that match your channel. For example, it can create thumbnails in the style of Beluga, or even create variations of thumbnails from just a title. And this works in any niche. No more wasting hours brainstorming concepts and designing on Canva. And one creator even used 1of10 to combine a viral idea with a high-performing thumbnail concept. The result? Her most viewed video ever with over 2 million views. And the best part, with code POD20 you'll get 20% off for life. So if you want to grow your channel faster, join thousands of YouTubers and head over to 1of10.com. Now back to the pod. Super interesting. So you basically found the outliers that work really well, plus high views, and you figured out that the common interest topic with those was, let's say, military weapons, all that.
Yeah.
And you saw that niche was broad appeal, and then you just created a channel out of it.
This approach in macro as well. So you don't only look at niches like that. Of course, you want to find outliers, but also you need to find something that you can repeat again and again and again. So like this military niche, it's super evergreen. I can create like thousands of videos, and I will never run out of ideas, because there's a Vietnam War, there's an Afghan War, there's like World War like II, World War I. Like there's so many topics that I can explore.
Then going back, you are at a point where you're only making $500 even if you're getting 100 million views. But then you go to the next level. How do you go to the next level?
It comes down to two main things that I did. First of all, at the beginning, I was trying to run the channel by myself. And that's when I sat down with myself and I had a conversation like, Tim, look, we can give up this channel now because it's not profitable. Like next month, we're going to be like negative. I will lose money on it. Or I can come up with something different, and I can try to use my business skills to run it as a business. And I was like, okay, cool. But like, what do I do? And then I was like, okay, first I need cash, and then I need team. And once I solved these two problems, the channel basically exploded. The way I solved them is, first of all, I found an investor. I was like, okay, I spent my own cash on it. Like it wasn't profitable, but I didn't spend enough. So why don't I find someone who has a lot more cash than I do, and I just use this cash to hire team like rapidly, like hire 3, 4, 5 animators at the same time, and I just use all of them to run this channel up to like 500 million views a month. And that's when it becomes profitable. I sold 10% of the channel. At the time, it was a good friend of mine. And of course, like for people watching, a lot of them are like, oh, I can't find an investor. Believe me, you can. There's a lot of people who made their money like back then. They're 40, 50 years old now. Their money is in real estate, in S&P, in all this stupid stuff that gives them like 6% a year. You can give them like 10% of your YouTube channel. They are down to invest 10, 20, 30 grand. It's not much for them, but they're looking for ways to invest in this like internet money.
Digital properties.
Yeah, digital properties, exactly. So like YouTube channels are probably the easiest to sell just because like they're so predictable, like comparing to TikTok. Our TikTok, like, our TikTok stuff are like this.
Yeah.
While YouTube is like, obviously like there's ups and downs, but it's still like, it looks like this when you look at the monthly chart,
And it's 10% for how much? And what does he get in? Yep.
At the time, it was 10% for 20 grand. So I got 20K cash on hand to invest, to basically spend on team. But it also was a strategic investment as well, because this guy, he runs a production company. So Makes sense. Was also like, cool, I'm going to show you the systems. How do you hire the team? How do you structure the work with them, etc. And that's when I started doing that, because like at the time I had like, before this call, I showed you the profit calculator, right? The one that I have for YouTube. Like I didn't know the numbers. I didn't know how much views I need per month to make it profitable. Like that's when I built this thing. And the way it works is you put the number of videos that you make per month here. Let's say like I create like 45 shirts, and with current numbers, you can already see like you're negative, fix your business model. So like that's the thing that most people skip and they go right into content creation, but they don't understand the numbers. Like how much do you actually need to generate per month to make it profitable? So for example, if we ramp up the numbers, if we let's say achieve like 7 million views per video and our RPM is like 0.6, that's our like typical average RPM, then with these conditions, we make 7K profit. But we ran the numbers, and basically our goal at the beginning with this initial investment was to get to 60 videos per month, to get to 9 million views on average with 6 cents RPM, right?
Yeah.
And what we did to stay profitable, that's very important. We removed all of our variable costs and we focused on fixed costs instead. Because what happens when you pay freelancers per video is that your margin don't grow over time. So the more videos you make, the more you have to spend on freelancers. But if you focus on fixed costs and you pay them salaries instead of paying them per video, and you motivate them in the right way, then you can just have this fixed costs. For us right now, the fixed costs are about like $12,000 per month, right? And then you can motivate them to make more videos. And then every additional video that you make for you is like, you're just increasing your profit margin. So these are the numbers that we landed on. So like 200 million views, that's what we need to make to break even. So like if we get less than 200 mil, then we're negative, right? For us to make like 10 grand, we need 400 million views. And right now we're working on getting to 60K profit. So we need 1.2 billion a month. So that's how we reverse engineer the model. So we understand exactly what we need, like what inputs we need to get the outputs that we want. And this thing basically shows us the profit per month, the profit per video. So again, every extra video that we make, that's how much profit, not revenue, profit we make, and clear RPM, not R, like PPM. So profit per 1 million views. Because like for me, also like,
I love that.
I try to be as I always try to focus on profit, because at the end of the day, nobody cares how much revenue you make, you generate. Profit is the king. So that's what we focused on.
Okay. So then you go from that flat line, 100 mil, to now we're at the How many views per month?
You can see it was growing, but slowly, like 56 February, 83 March, and then 107 April. But then in April we made less money because you remember that's when YouTube changed how they count views for shirts. So basically it shows more views, but the revenue is less. So like 107 views in April and 260 in March. That's when we hired three animators, and then with them we went to 40 videos a month. We posted 40 or something like that.
Oh my
God. And then in June, 726 million. So that was like 7x in 60 days. That was super good. Like at the time, I felt like I cracked the algorithm. I mean, I still feel like I did.
Right.
Then we had a little bit of a setback with like 500 mil in July and like 600 million in
just
August.
Half a billion views.
Yeah. Shameful number. Like you should kick me from the pot now. But yeah,
wow.
We're shooting for 1 billion now. So
yeah, of course.
I'm building a team to, like, a lot of people ask me like, Tim, why do you need a team? Like right now our team is like 15 people. So like, Tim, why do you need so many of them? Because like 500 mil, honestly, like I can probably do it with like 5 animators, but I'm hiring them in advance and I'm teaching them right now just to be able to hit a billy and a little bit more. Maybe a 1.2 would be like, when I kind of stop, or I don't know.
So a billy would be 60K a month revenue, right?
Yeah. And the expenses for me would be like, from my calculations, it would be around like 18 to 20K. So 45K profit.
What's you said there's 15 people. How are you organizing everybody?
That's the second part why the investor was such a blessing for the channel, I guess, because we started like actually structuring things as a business, and I know like not a lot of people are running YouTube channels like that. So I can show you my operations, the way everything works. We use Asana. So the way everything works is we have our main dashboard here, and you can see it's structured like linearly from left to right, and it has basically like 5 main stages. So the scripting stage, where my script writers, I have 3 script writers, they write the script, they create a storyboard. The script is on the left, right? And then on the right, it's what we want to see in the video.
Okay, I see.
And then the
that's
animator,
how you storyboard. Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So we just try to give our animators as much context as we can about the historical event, or the type of clothes that these people wear, or even like how these people looked, that the ones that we are creating videos about. And then that's how we because animators, like they don't typically read, they are very visual people. So they want to see before they start creating. So the storyboard, then the voiceover, obviously we do everything through 11 Labs. Just recently we hired a voice actor, so we'll try that as well. I don't have the data, so I can't tell you like if it works or not. We just hired him.
So it's all 11 Labs up until recently, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, every single video that you see is 11 Labs, and we haven't tested anything yet. I'll report back once we do. Then we have the animation process. This is the most time consuming process, but I also because of the talent that I hire, we brought down the turnaround to essentially like 48 hours. So we get a video in 48 hours when Zach spends like a week on one. So that's actually like, this is also the reason why we're so profitable. Our animators create like 12, 13 videos a month, while Zach is only getting like 3-4 from every single rep. That's another reason why we grow so fast, because our people just work faster. I feel it's because of 2 reasons. First, again, we just hire like from the best markets. I'll walk you through that as well. But also we just structure the work in a way that it's our full-time team. So it's not freelancers. Like we don't treat them like, we don't pay them per project. We don't treat them like project-based team. It's like full-time team. They're locked in on a channel. They like update the views every single hour, basically, just like, trying to get the best results possible for the team. So animation, once every step is done, they just take the video, they move it to the next stage. There's a bunch of rules that are run automatically. Basically, Asana tags me or someone else who needs to approve the video, etc.
How is animation done? With what?
So we use Blender, and I'm not the best person to ask how the animation is done because I honestly have no idea. These people are crazy. Like sometimes they pull up they start screen sharing, and I'm like, what the hell is that? You know, like I have no idea how to use this software. I never did, and what I'm good at is managing teams. I'm not good at Blender or understanding how animation works. So for me, it was essential. Like I was just like this person who is just like, move this object here. I don't care how, but you're gonna do it, right? That's what I did. But I know that we use Blender. I know that we share assets. So I built like a drive, like a folder, Google Drive to share assets between the units. So everything we create is shareable, and everyone works with the same plugins, the same softwares, the same everything to speed up the process. So they don't need to create like characters from scratch. They don't need to create scenes. We reuse the entire scene sometimes because speed is essential for us. I don't care about creating the most perfect video. I want to create as many good quality videos as possible. That's it.
Nice.
So good is good enough for me. And obviously, we also just hired sound designers. So we are testing, like before animators were also in charge of sound design, but now we have a person in charge of sound design, like adding all of those shots and, steps and all of those sounds and music. And then my team just, SMM, just distributes the videos, on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, etc.
So the part with scripting, right? How do you keep retention high? What are your tricks?
One of the videos that we stole from Zach the Films, and the way we actually stole it is Zach fired at a beer, and the video was an experiment. Like, what happens when you fire at a beer? Like, is his skull like thick enough to handle a shot, and etc. And I was like, that's a cool idea. It fits our like target audience. We can do it. But instead of just recreating it, instead of just shooting at the beer, I was like, okay, cool. Like, who else can we shoot at? So we fired, like this video, we fired at a crocodile, 28 million views. We fired at an elephant, 11.5 million views, something like that. We fired at a human tooth, another like 15 mil. And we fired at a rhino's horn, another like 5 million.
No way.
So that's how we steal. Like, we never steal the entire video. We try to change one little thing that basically makes a whole nother script, but we keep the rest. So we keep the structure, we keep the hook, we keep the visuals, meaning you see how those videos are similar. So you see the hand, you see the target basically, and we try to copy it like frame by frame, because Zach is someone who spent 2 years in the industry. Like, who I am to think that I will be somehow better than him. Instead, I should just learn from him and mimic everything that he does, because he does it for a reason. So that's what we do. And the same with the scripts. So I'll show you. Imagine this video. So like, this is the original script from Zach shooting at the beer, right? If you fire a bullet at the beer's massive thick skull, blah, blah, blah. So the bad way to put the script would be like about shooting at the crocodile, our video, is to come up with something new, like try to write the script. So be like, do you know what would happen if you shoot at a crocodile with 9mm round, etc. So you come up with a whole nother structure that you are not even sure will work, right? So you have no proof that this structure of the script will work. So what we did instead is we replicated patterns. So for example, if Zach starts a video, if you fire a bullet at a beer, then we are like, if you fire a bullet at a crocodile. So we use the same exact structure here. The hook is essential, but then we keep using it. So Zach makes an assumption that like the bullet, the bone could stop it cold. We make an assumption that it would kill crocodile instantly. But so sometimes we even like copy the exact like phrases, so if the third line starts with but, I have to create a script with the third line starting with but, because there is a reason for that. There is a reason why he puts the script in this way, and then there is a technical explanation that, look, the beer skull is thick, blah, blah, blah. So then I create the same like about the crocodile skull, because they are like pretty similar, right? And then I have to end somehow. So if Zach makes an assumption that it could ricochet, I will make the same exact assumption. I will rewrite it slightly. So I would write like just bounce off, but it would be the same exact assumption. So that's what we do. And I call it formatting, and we just keep using the same formats if we find that they work. And that's how, like, as you can see, that's how we keep getting results, no matter, like, 4 videos in a row viral based on just one format.
And before getting into that, let me tell you about how the 1 of 10 strategy team can help you grow your channel much faster and make more money. Our team has directly worked with over 100 YouTubers to grow their channels by optimizing their content, focusing on the right strategy. So for example, here's a video idea, title, and thumbnail that we crafted for Mike Shake that ended up getting 22 million views and being his most popular video of all time. Another example is the content strategy we built for Callaway, helping him go from 0 to 70,000 subscribers and grow a 6-figure business on top of that. And those are only just 2 of many creators the team has worked with in the past 6 years. So if you're ready to take your channel to the next level in the next 90 days with daily support, video reviews, winning ideas, titles, and thumbnails, and even 2 calls per month to answer all your questions, head over to oneof10.com/strategy to book a call. Where are you hiring? How are you hiring?
So the secret is going for us. It was going for CIS markets. So CIS markets are Armenia, Kazakhstan, Belarus, Russia, surprisingly, and etc. Because these people, like, for them, minimum wage is even lower than in India. So they can accept lower offers. But at the same time, they're so hardworking. You will never find an Indian or Filipino person like as hardworking as people from those countries. So that's what we do. Like, we mainly focus on those, and there are many like Telegram channels where you can drop your job post and hire. But the way you do it is by going against the crowd. So if everyone else is going on Upwork and find animators in India, like, it creates the demand, meaning the supply will be more expensive. So I go in the markets where there's no demand. No one from the US is going to think, oh, I gotta find someone in Armenia, right? Like, you will never think about that. So that's why the demand here is low, and that's why the supply is cheap. So the whole world is the demand and supply game. So when hiring a talent, you want to find someone who is undercharging for the kind of service they provide. Yeah. And obviously you can provide them with a very good living for them, but it will still be way cheaper than if you were to hire a person like from Europe, US, whatever.
So how much does it cost you?
Everyone has a salary, so we don't pay them per project, but nice. If we just divide like the amount of videos that they make and their salaries by the amount of videos that they make, it will be something like $120 per video.
Nice.
Yeah, Zach is paying 1,000. Average per market is like $300, and we pay like 120.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why the profit margin is such a big thing for us.
How do you come up with those banger ideas? And maybe we can take, for example, your most viewed short.
So 94 million now, 94 and a half. It's still getting like $500,000 a day. It made us like almost $7,000 from a single shirt. So
it costs you
120 bucks.
120. It considers everything: the animation, the script writing.
Yes.
Oh,
it's all together.
Damn. Okay. Wow.
Even the management team, team manager, all the softwares, everything. So it's like
nice.
Our total costs divided by the amount of videos we create. This one in particular, we're trying to do more of those. But it was actually my idea. I rarely come up with ideas myself now because I have like 3 script writers for that. But I was watching Sherlock series. There's a scene where some bad guy opens a safe, and the safe is rigged, and one of the codes basically makes the gun inside like fire. And I was like, interesting. Why don't we break down this mechanism, right? And we did. And it's basically the recreation of the movie scene, and that's it. And we got so many comments about that. People were like, "Yo, it's from Sherlock series, blah blah blah." Also, we one other like thing hack that I can give to our viewers today. We add a lot of different Easter eggs. So for example, you can see like there's bombardillo, crocodile right here. People are noticing this stuff. Like I didn't know. People like pause and they look at it, and they're like, oh, crazy. Like there's so many comments about that. But also, there's one more thing. There's an Easter egg with one of our previous videos, like the glove pistol is there for whatever reason. And there's also Remy from some like from cartoon. I forgot the name of the cartoon, but you can see like Remy with a gun. A lot of comments are like noticing that as well. So we add all those little things to make the viewer watch longer and rewatch those videos. Because again, one of the formulas, I tweeted it recently, like the formula for us, the way we get more than 10 million views per video is we gotta have a video, we create a video that's 20 seconds long on average. We gotta score at least 115% AVD and about 80% swipe rate. So I can show it to you. So for example, with this video, obviously because it's like 90 million views, the numbers are lower, but at the beginning it was like 80+% swipe rate. And then AVD, you can see 27 seconds from 20 second reel. It's what's that, like 130% AVD, something like that. It's from the like from your phone, you can see it. Like that's surprising for me that some metrics are actually on your phone but not on your laptop. I'm like,
classic YT
YouTube,
Studio.
come on, but that's exactly like these are the only two metrics that I look at. I don't care about anything else. Like AVD must be at least 110%. So if it's a 20-second video, 22 seconds is the minimum that I must score to go viral. And then 80% swipe rate, like most of the videos with those numbers blow up.
So I'm curious, that idea was, let's say, from an external source, right? But most of your ideas, how are they found? What's the process?
Honestly, ChatGPT. So
okay.
But I'll tell you how to use ChatGPT properly, because if you try to just go and ask for ideas for a military channel, most of them are going to be shit. But what I told you about formatting works there as well. So we need to find initial inspiration. So for example, with this video hitting 90 million views, what I can do now is I can go to ChatGPT and ask it like, look, this video went viral. This is a part from a like Sherlock TV series. Give me another like 15 scenes from movies, from Marvel, DC, Sherlock, like James Bond, like whoever. Give me scenes from those movies that I can recreate in the same way. And we actually did it, and I think a couple of these videos also went viral for us. So you always need initial inspiration, because that gives ChatGPT the direction. Otherwise, it's useless because it goes like his own way, like and it's not typically good for you. So you find this initial inspiration typically from your biggest competitor. You find this video and you go to ChatGPT, you just transcribe it like do you know NoteGPT? NoteGPT is the best for, like, at least we use it for like transcribing YouTube shorts. So you just put the link here and it gives you the whole transcript. So you copy and paste it to ChatGPT, just ask it like, yo, this video went viral, like give me this, like ideas from the similar like topic, ideas from the similar, I don't know, similar movies, ideas from similar, like, or you just try to replace little things. So it's like shooting at the bear versus shooting at the crocodile. So you ask ChatGPT to come up with one little detail of the script, not the entire script. And that's when it actually becomes like pretty useful, I would say. And then also, like, last one, Reddit. Reddit is crazy. Like the amount of stories you can find there and fact check, it's insane. Like recently we found Reddit. I mean, it depends on the niche, I guess, but for us, yeah, it was a nice one.
So I'm curious, what's the future looking like for you and the channel? So you're all in short form. Are you going long form or still going short? And are you staying on one channel? Are you planning to create multiple channels?
Right now, when we cracked the hiring process and the animation process, I think like the smartest thing I can do is to stay with this niche. Like it would be probably stupid of me launching like AI channels or launching like 2D channels, etc. Because every new niche you go into, like it takes you some time to get used to it, to understand it, to learn the rules of it, and etc. So I'm considering options right now, and it depends on a couple of like benchmarks that we need to achieve. But as soon as we get to 1 billion views a month, we will launch a long form Art of War version. We'll probably do it on a separate or on the same channel. I still don't know. And we are looking into some other like almost similar niches that we can execute in 3D, because again, we have such a huge competitive advantage with the teams that we hire and with the cost of those operations, that we can basically wipe out like any market we go into, and it would be stupid of me not to do that, right?
And do you have any last pieces of advice for anyone who wants to blow up on YouTube Shorts?
3 main tips. First of all, branded channels way better than others. Like, you can run an AI channel for 2 months, you can make good money with it, but if you look at at all the AI channels out there or commentary channels out there, most of them die out after like 2-3 months. So if your goal is to make 4K over the next 90 days and then start a new channel, you can do that, but it's not a longevity approach. So if you want to make money for a long time, if you want to make big money, go branded. Number 2, know your numbers and run it as a business, not as other gurus tell you to do. So it's not you're not a creator. In faceless world, you're a businessman. You operate. You basically you sit behind a spreadsheet and you just make sure that A, you're profitable, B, your team is up to date and they're doing the best they can, C, you have the best team in the world as well, and D, you can find a team, because there are niches where you basically can't delegate, like they're too hard, like you lock yourself up for running this channel forever. And if you get sick, like the channel dies out. So you don't want to be this freelancer running your own channel. You want to build a team that can run it for you. So run it as a business, learn business skills, learn hiring, learn how to find investors, learn how to motivate a team, etc. And the last one is have fun. Like, YouTube is probably one of the businesses, I mean, maybe not one of many, where you actually can have fun with your team running it. So like every single week we are on a call with my team, we're brainstorming, we're just, we're having fun, having a good time, just joking, coming up with those ideas and stuff like that. So if you don't have fun running your channel, you're running the wrong channel, and you don't ever want to do it for money. You want to do it for fun, while having this business aspect and making money with it. So that's kind of my approach.
Wow. Well, that's a cool story. And you said earlier you're not a genius, but I would consider a genius of shorts. So yeah, congratulations on everything. And is there anywhere people can find you or see you?
Actually, I don't know when this podcast launches, but I think at like somewhere at the same time, like soon, in a couple of days, I'll start my own YouTube channel, like with my face on it. So I'll start sharing some YouTube Shorts advice. So you can probably find me like underneath this video, or just on YouTube search like Tim Chesney YouTube, like you'll find me.
Yeah, that was a lot of secret sauce. Well, yeah, I'll put everything below. And yeah, Tim, thanks for coming on the 1 of 10 pod. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks for having me. See you.